Burke family manor.
You should have convened Morgana's court.
Why didn't you? You had Potter in your custody and you didn't tell any of us. Now we can't say anything to the court because of our vows.
I did not convene the court for two reasons. The first is because Harry's privacy must be respected. It is confidential information that he was removed from his Muggle relatives. And the second reason is because over half of the court are former Death Eaters, or have children who were. Harry is the reason their leader is gone. Harry Potter is seen as an obstacle to the Dark families, at worst the reason Voldemort vanished, or at best a poster boy for the light, and therefore a problem.
Is he not an obstacle?
He is a child, curious, clever, and so willing to learn about our world. He is particularly interested in our traditions, which he is now receiving lessons for.
At least he's out of Dumbledore's grasp.
For now. I believe Dumbledore will push to have Harry placed with the Weasleys, if my guess is correct.
If that happens, then the boy will truly be an obstacle. Between the Weasleys' anti-dark rhetoric and Dumbledore's access to him, he'll become a problem.
I hear there is some special news you wish to tell me.
I'm a dark wizard.
That's wonderful, Harry.
I found out I'm a metamorph magus too. I inherited it from my grandmother's family.
That's fantastically rare, Harry. What an incredible blessing. I wanted to introduce you both to the next tradition of wizarding rituals. This is a decorative piece that I thought would be useful to explain each of the 8 annual rituals that wizards and witches adhere to. This represents Yule, the ceremony that occurs over the winter solstice at the end of the year. On this longest night of the year, you gather with loved ones and enjoy a feast together, and give thanks for the year we have had. You burn the Yuletide fire throughout the night.
I love Yule. We always get presents on Yule. We open them by the fire after dinner.
This marks Imbolc, held on the first day of February every year. It is a day of reflection on any dedications, pledges, oaths or vows an individual may have made. It is also a day of purification and healing. Usually witches and wizards wake with the dawn and bathe and seek the blessing of magic to heal any ailments they might be facing. Following Imbolc is the spring equinox, or Ostara, which falls during late March. It's a time to celebrate new beginnings, and typically there is a celebration held at dusk. It symbolizes the balance between the light and the dark.
The Malfoys invited us over with a few other families this year. We each were given a lantern, and Lady Malfoy got all of us kids to write down a wish on a piece of parchment, which we then put in the fire to make it come true. You should come too next year.
I'd really like that.
Next we have Beltane, held on the first day of May every year. It's traditional for a witch or wizard to participate in Beltane for the first time once they have turned 17. You leap over the bonfire to have luck with fertility, to have children. This symbolizes Lammas, celebrated on the first day of August.
Mum and Dad took Astoria and I for the first time hiking this year. We had to walk the whole way.
Lammas is traditionally celebrated by making a pilgrimage up a mountain. You do not use your magic to assist you during the climb, as it is an acknowledgement of your gratitude for having the blessing of magic in your everyday life. Next in late September is Mabon, held on the autumn equinox. It is marked by a great feast and a large gathering of people. Mabon is a day of thanksgiving. You burn some of the feast food as an offering. And finally, that brings us to Samhain. We observe it from dusk on the last day of October, until dawn on the first day of November. On Samhain, we honour the dead. On this night, the veil between the world of the living and the dead is at its thinnest. We believe that those we know who have passed on visit us on this night, and we welcome them.
We always light candles for Dad's parents, my grandmother and grandfather.
Samhain is in a couple of weeks. Harry, if you wanted to join our family, on the night you are welcome to.
I want to